What is up everyone, Mark here. Welcome back to my channel, welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be giving a quick song review for the song Burning Daylight by Mia Dion. And if you don't know, this is the Netherlands entry for Eurovision 2023. So I am really excited to get into this one, but before I get into my comments, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to help support the channel and help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. Let's start off with my first reactions. When I first heard the song, I was a little bit underwhelmed. I was kind of expecting something a lot more impactful, something with a lot more gravity to it. I kind of did have high hopes for this song just because the Netherlands have sent such great entries lately. We had De last year, which was an amazing song, and then before that we had Birth of a New Age, which I thought was a really good song too, and a very underrated one at that. And so the Netherlands has always been kind of giving us pretty good songs. Again, they also won, of course, with Arcade in 2019, so I did have high hopes for this one. However, the song didn't quite reach my expectations on first listen. Now, as I took the time to listen to the song more, and at this point I've listened to it at least a dozen times, the song has started to grow on me. I've started to really understand the message a lot more. I've come to appreciate how nice and how subtle it is, but in the beginning I wasn't too keen on it. So those were my first reactions for the song. I was just expecting a little bit more, but of course that is not going to be my final verdict. As I took the time to listen to the song and understand it a lot more, I have found a couple pros and some small cons that I do want to list out in this video. So with that said, let's start off with my first major section of this review, and that is the song structure. And to be honest, it is a structure that I find pretty typical for duets. So first you have Dion singing the first verses and the first chorus, and then you have Mia singing the verse after that, and then you have them singing together for that last chorus, and of course into the outro. So it's a pretty standard structure for duets. Like I said, you usually have one artist singing one or two verses in the beginning, then the other singer singing the other verses, both of them singing that last chorus or just that last part of the song together. And so it stands out in Eurovision just because we don't really have that many duets this year. I just mean as a song in general, maybe not the most unique there, but still it worked. And I also like that there's a nice outro at the end. The outro is totally different from the rest of the song, and so it really keeps the song from feeling boring or just repetitive. I also do love the bridge a lot. I think the bridges work really well here, and they do help tell the story of this song, which we'll get into when I talk about the lyrics. But yeah, I think overall the song has a great structure and is very well composed. So kind of in that same vein, let's talk about the lyrics. The lyrics of this song are actually great. I love how vulnerable they are. I love how relatable they are. I think a lot of people can relate to these lyrics, to be honest, just because they're about feeling like we're wasting time, feeling like we're burning daylight, which of course is the title of the song, and kind of just the fear of time passing you by. And I love that a lot. I love the bridge especially, and I love how you have Mia and Dion singing the bridges individually, and it really just adds to that feeling of just these two people dealing with the same struggles and that come together at the end and really sharing in that experience. And that's based on my interpretation of the song, but I think it is really nice. I think it works really well, and these lyrics, I gotta say, they are very well written and very, very relatable. So moving on from there, let's talk about the vocals. I think the vocals here are actually amazing. Both Mia and Dion individually have really great voices, and in those parts where they actually do sing at the same time, they have a great harmony. Their voices just go so well together, and I gotta say, that is one of the big pros for this song. I love that aspect of the song. They just have such a beautiful sound that I cannot wait to hear live. Now, that's the thing about this song, right, is we only have seen a music video. We have not seen any live performances just yet, so it makes it a little bit tough to rank this song vocals-wise. So I'm really only going off the music video in the hopes that they will be able to hit these notes live, but as it stands, the vocals are amazing. No comments there other than that they are just lovely to listen to and have a great harmony. And so moving on from there, let's talk about the staging potential of this song. How much potential do I think this song has on stage? What kind of staging do I envision for this song? How well do I think the song can be staged? Is this a song that lends itself to good staging? You know, honestly, I think yes, this is a song that can definitely be staged very well. And if I know anything about the Netherlands, it's that their staging is always top-notch, especially for these more subtle songs. We saw that last year with De, and we saw that way before with Arcade, but we even saw that almost a decade ago in Eurovision 2014 with the Common Linnets, who came second behind Conchita Wurst. And that song was a duet too, and they had amazing staging there. And I hope that they do something very similar with this song, because if they take that same subtle staging and also make sure to showcase the chemistry between these two singers, I have no doubt that this song will do incredibly well and might even get a top 10 result. And that's the big thing about duets. I feel like duets really work when there is great chemistry between the artists and when we can actually see that play out live. And so I hope that happens here. Again, this is really just talking about potential because I don't know how they're going to stage this song. I haven't seen a live performance of this song yet. Again, we've only had it out for a day and we only have a music video. But for me, I think this song actually does have a lot of staging potential, and so that also lends points to the song. I really hope that they do something really creative with the staging, but also keep it simple. So that's my 2 cents on that. I think the last thing really is the instrumental. I love the way the song starts off with slow piano and then kind of builds its way up to a great crescendo with all these different strings and everything that really nicely complement Mia and Dion's voices. And there isn't really much to say about the instrumental, to be honest, other than that I think it is very good. And I think it would be pretty cool to see some live instruments on stage. People don't actually play these instruments on stage in Eurovision. I know that they're actually just kind of there as props, but I think it would be nice to see, again, kind of like with the common lunettes, having that more acoustic, old school kind of vibe. Because again, I think for a subtle song like this, that's what's going to make audiences click with it and find it more memorable than a lot of the more over the top and just kind of bombastic songs that we have this year. That's pretty much everything I have to say about this song in terms of, the big pros. Let's get into my final thoughts and verdict, because this is kind of where I get into some of the cons. So I think the song is actually pretty good. I love the way it sounds. I love the lyrics. I love a lot about it. However, I'm not sure if this is the strongest song in my opinion. We have other subtle songs this year, like Sudden Light's Aya, that I actually like a lot more than this one. However, this song has great production value. It sounds amazing, and it just is super nice to listen to. So for me, I'm going to rate this a 9 out of 10. I think it is a great song. However, once again, I did find it underwhelming on first listen, and I feel like that might be the case in Eurovision if they don't give this song the staging that it needs to stand out and to resonate with general audiences. So that's why the song doesn't rank any higher for me. And again, I love songs like Aya and even Stay by Monica Linkite a bit more. So that's why I'm going to put this song around my number 11 spot right now. I like it more than Heart of Steel and Duje, because I still think Heart of Steel is a little bit generic and Duje still feels a little bit unfinished right now. But I'm not going to put it higher than Monica Linkite's Stay, just because I love the way she used cultural elements on stage, cultural elements in her song, and also her vocals were top notch. And so that's why I'm going to put this one in kind of this middle spot on my list. It's not bad, but I don't find it as strong or as interesting as my top 10. So that's where it's going to be right now. I think it is a pretty good song. But with that said, I really do want to hear what you have to say about this song. Let's start a discussion in the comments. Also, once again, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm hoping to reach 1,000 subscribers very soon, so anything is very, very greatly appreciated. I hope you enjoyed this video, and with that, I will see you all next time. Peace.
Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. Intel has told us there are at least 7.
Okay, I already see one. Give me. Okay.
They're the same picture.